previously on ITW.
We're going to talk about Google Apps for Education, man.
Yes.
So I'm excited. Obviously,
Yes.
your little
Google Apps. Here we go.
Aubrey, I'm sorry. Bill needs you, so if you can go
okay.
talk to him.
I'll be right back.
Google Apps for Education is everything Google offers anyone with a
Quotes for AV equipment, interactive whiteboards. I am in charge of closed circuit systems, so in charge of your video conferencing.
Thought we were boys. We're going to kick me out of my own show. Say goodbye to all your Apple products. Hello, Revolve. Kick me out of my own show, Jake. Say goodbye to all your emails. Welcome back to another episode of ITW, where we show you how you can incorporate technology into your classroom. I'm Aubrey Harrison. David Casavecchia here. We got another great show lined up for him. Hey,
yeah, we do. But before we get started, guys, I just want to apologize to Aubrey. Last week, I talked to Jake about Google Apps for Education. Man, I know you were really excited, Aubrey, about it. And I'm sorry, man. I wanted to take this time to apologize to you for not letting you kind of talk to everybody about Google Apps for Education.
Well, David, you know what? I'm not one to hold grudges. So let's just let bygones be bygones and let's just get on with the show.
All right, great. I appreciate that, man. So we're going to talk about gClass folders today. One of my teachers at Performance Learning Center, Mr. Bodie, does a great job using gClass folders in his class. So we're going to go talk to him for a little bit and have him explain how he uses them in his classroom, as well as why he feels that they are a great resource for teachers across the district.
Right. And we also wanted to talk to you guys about Hour of Code. This week is Hour of Code. It was December 9th through the 15th. A lot of great activities, some good information. We want to talk to you guys about that. There's a lot of pictures that we want to show you, so stay tuned. Hour of Code. That was an awesome campaign here at CMS.
What's going on, guys? I'm here with Mr. Bodie. He is a PE teacher at Performance Learning Center, and he uses gClass folders regularly and is really big on using them in the classroom, and he enjoys it. His students really enjoy it. So, Mr. Bodie, kind of explain to everyone what gClass folders is.
gClass folders, David, is an add-on from Google Drive, a script is what they call it, to better organize your student material from me handing it to them and them handing it back into me.
Very similar to maybe what Gaggle did for the staff, or what actually it still does for everybody, but just another way to organize inside Google Drive.
Very similar, yes.
Okay. Why do you think teachers should use this? Why is this a good option for you and for your students?
Well, as we move into the 21st century and we want kids to use technology and use it wisely, it's a great organizational tool. Students can get on Google anywhere. They don't have to worry about what type of CMS internet connection. They can get on from home. They can use their phone.
So it's any device.
Any device they can use, and they can hand it in, and I can grade it immediately.
And last week, guys, in ITW, we really talked. We had Jake Standish on, and he really went over in depth what all Google Apps for Education does. So we're kind of digging into Google Drive right now and focusing in on creating folders inside Google Drive, not only for you as a teacher, but also for your students. And it kind of just helps you kind of stay organized.
Yeah, it's great organization.
And you really can think of it, when I first saw it, you think of it as kind of that box on your desk where students would actually turn in their homework or turn in a test assignment or whatever. So you now have a folder inside Google Drive that your students will turn in assignments for. Anything else that everyone watching needs to know about gClass folders?
No, I think it's about the first step that they need to take to really start to use Google Apps for Education.
Good. So let's go ahead and show everybody how to set up gClass folders and show them a good resource that they can go to.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's quickly discuss how to create gClass folders. Really quick before we get started, we want to recommend you going to the gClass folders website. This website provides a lot of great information prior to actually getting started, and also maybe some information maybe if you get stuck on something, or provide a little bit more in-depth assistance when you get to that point. And that website is www.gclassfolders.com. So let's go ahead and get started creating our gClass folders. So the first thing that you want to do is go ahead and click on the Create button on the left, and we're going to create a spreadsheet. After you create a spreadsheet, you're going to go ahead and click on the Tools tab, and then click on Script Gallery. On the right-hand side, you'll see gClass folders version 2.1.2. Click on Install. It will say this app needs authorization. Go ahead and click on Continue. A new tab will open for authorization. Click on Accept, and then go ahead and close the script gallery. At the very top, you will see gClass folders. A new tab has been created. Let's go ahead and click on that, and then click on Initial Settings. An Initial Settings pop-up window will come up. Since you're just getting started, we highly recommend that you just go with the default settings. Once you become more of a knowledgeable user of gClass folders, you can probably go in and change these to your liking. So we're just going to go ahead and click on Save at the very bottom. And you will see a new worksheet called gClass Roster has been created. And what this is for you to gather information from your students. Now you can gather this information from a wide variety of ways. What we're going to do, just for saving time purposes, we're going to enter Mr. Bodie's name. And for the student email, you're going to enter their Gaggle email addresses, because that is how the students log into Google. And then you're going to enter the class name. So we'll enter leadership. He is in my, we'll say, third period. And that's optional. And then I need to enter my email address as the teacher. And you would do this for every one of your students. Now, you want to make sure that you do, let's say you have a student that's in multiple classes, you want to make sure you enter them multiple times. So what we recommend doing is going through each class individually and then entering them that way. So now we've entered all of our students in all of our classes. Now you don't need to create a new spreadsheet for different classes. You just need to create one spreadsheet for every class. So then you click on gClass folders again, and then click on Create New Folders and Shares. You will see the script is running at the top, and as long as that is running, we don't want to touch anything. It will then come up with a pop-up window telling us it is complete, and then we can go back to our drive and see that because I'm the teacher for this class, I have a new class called Leadership, and I could actually create a new folder and put all my classes in those folders. That's kind of up to you on how you manage your Google Drive as far as organization goes. So we'll click on Leadership. It has entered 4 different folders. We have an assignments folder, and this is my third period leadership assignments folder, and in this third period leadership assignments folder, I'll have a folder for every student, and that is where the students' assignments will be located. So let's go back to my leadership folder. I then have an edit folder, a teacher folder, and a view folder. The edit folder is where students can actually go in and edit documents that I put in there. A teacher folder is for documents that I do not want students to be able to see or edit. And I also have a view folder. And in this folder, I can put things that I just want students to actually view but not edit or make any changes to. So we've just given you a very quick, very brief overview on how to create gClass folders to use in your classroom. But remember that when creating these, it's going to be very different based on the type of class you have as well as the grade level you teach. Also remember to look back at the gclassfolders.com website for any information that you need. So good luck creating your gClass folders.
Wow, thanks David and Mr. Bodie. That was some great information on gClass folders. What I want to talk to everyone about is Computer Science Education Week. That took place on December 9th through the 15th, and it was a national campaign to start introducing our students to coding. Here at CMS, a lot of different schools did different activities to show students how code, how it's important, and different things they can do to learn coding for themselves. So some schools weren't able to participate because of things like map testing. That's completely understandable, but I encourage you guys to check it out. There's a lot of different resources. You can go to code.org, or there's Code Academy. You can even get an app on your iPad called Codable. That's a good way to introduce coding to your students. Now, you guys should stay tuned for future shows where we're going to talk more about coding. It's a great skill to have, and we want to introduce that to you guys. Well, we want to recognize some of the schools that participated in Hour of Code. Some great activities were going on. I can't mention all of them, but there were some great things going on at Piedmont, Allerbrook, Smithfield, Garinger, Barry, exactly. So there's a lot of great things. We want to thank you all. And all those who we didn't get to mention, thank you for your participation in Hour of Code.
Okay, that's going to do it for this week's show, guys. Make sure you send us any questions, comments, feedback to our email address, and it's itw@cms.k12.nc.us, or you can tweet us at CMS to the core, because we'd love to hear any feedback, any opinions, any ideas you have for the show. That's what we're here for you guys. So thanks again for watching, and make sure you tune in next week for another edition of ITW. Great show, Aubrey. Great job today.
That was nice. You did a good job.
So did you, man. You stepped up your game. All right.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'll see you next. What in the heck?
What's more?
Someone. Where are all my laptops at? Do you know what happened to my stuff?